Welcome to the Podcast Editing and Support Show. My name is Dave. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. We're going to start the episode right now. Happy to have you here. Let's do this. Hey, welcome back to the show. Glad to have you back. It's Dave again with you. If it's your first time here, welcome. You got 61 episodes to go back and listen to. So I want you to clear your calendar for the rest of the day, maybe tomorrow, and just listen to them all. Whatever your partner tells you, this is more important than taking out the garbage. You got to listen to the Podcast Editing and Support Show. I'm sorry. You can even play this clip right now and play it for them and let them know this is the most important thing you need to do today. Well, if you need an excuse to not do anything else, this is the most important thing to do. Thanks for pressing play. Thank you for being here. My name is Dave. I am a podcast editor and support person. So if you need support, like you're like, oh, I feel so unsupported, I do that. And if you're like, oh, I wish I could just give this whole editing thing away as a podcaster, I'd much rather be outside playing fetch with my dog, like I should be doing right now, but it's raining. I would love to be the guy who helps you with your editing. I can help you because I do multiple shows for myself. I edit for other people. And I love meeting great people like you. So if you're looking for anybody you need some help with your editing, you need some support for your podcast, I'm here. So reach out to me, podcasteditingandsupport.com, or if you're cool, one of the cool kids, they go to truemediasolutions.ca. So that's kind of where people go, hang out. We all kind of hang out together. It's a little fun little party, and you're invited. So welcome. I want to help you to use SEO, search engine optimization, and give you some ways for you as a podcast editor to be found and to be hired. Right? The angels sing. Hired as a podcast editor. And we're going to use this brand identity topic we've been kind of unpacking for the last couple episodes to expand on how we can market ourselves through content so that people will find out that we're a podcast editor. Nobody knows about you, right? If a podcast editor falls down in the forest, does anyone hear them? You need to be able to tell people who you are, what you do, and how you serve them. And you need the power of Google. I feel like I'm summoning some cartoon character from the 70s. You need the power of Google to come around you and support you and be the answer to someone's question. How do I do that, Dave? How do I do that? We're going to help you with that. You're in the right spot. So well done on you for picking the right episode. Wow, you're good. Okay, let's jump in. Brand identity and content marketing for podcast editors. How do we showcase our expertise and attract clients? It's through strategic content creation. Do you notice I didn't say advertising? Strategic content creation. The first thing we need to do is create content with a marketing strategy attached to it. As much as I don't love writing blogs are a pretty impactful way to get a message out. So as a podcast editor, you could, on your website, which you have, right? It's not 1998. You have a website, right? Yes. Nod your head. Yes. Up and down. That means yes. Shake your head, by the way, means left and right. That means no. Just because apparently everybody says, oh, I see you shaking your head that you agree with me. Well, no. Shaking your head is you disagree with me. Nodding your head is that you agree with me. Let's just set the record straight there. So I see you nodding your head with me that, yes, Dave, I have a website. And for those in the back of the room who go, what's a website? You and I need to have coffee together on Zoom, and we need to talk about a few things. Okay, so let's get that straight. So on your website, you can have a blog. Now, blogs were really big when there was no podcasting, and then podcasting came in, and I'm like, well, I can't listen to a blog, but I can listen to a podcast. And then podcasting just kind of squashed. I know I'm saying things that are going to hurt your feelings, but blogs became a little less powerful when people could just listen while I'm driving. I can't read your blog while I'm going 100 kilometers an hour or 80 miles an hour, whatever, down the road. I can listen, but I can't read at that speed. So blogs are a great thing on your website because it gives Google something to sink its wonderful search engine optimized teeth into. Words are great on a website. And if you wrote some how-to guides, for example, on your website as a podcast editor, this gives searchers something to find. So you could do like top 10 audio editing hacks to save you time. Create a blog. And if you don't know what to write, then go to Google and just do a search and start typing in questions and let Google autofill or recommend at the bottom of the page. Other people also searched ... And those could be the answers in blog form to the questions that people are typing into Google. Google's going to tell you exactly what to write and give you great title ideas. Just follow what people are searching and frame it in the form of a question. So do that. Create a blog. Any type of how-to guide is super great, easy to do, and can easily live on your website, bringing people to you. So 10 audio editing hacks to save time. AI tools that are reshaping podcast editing. Anything like that. Focus on industry trends, updates, stats, insights that you have as an editor. These are all super great. And you can use something as simple as Canva, and you can use Grammarly if you're not really good with grammar and the words that you say don't really make sense. Then use tools like that to clean it up a little bit and make you sound just a little bit better. I always tell everybody, as an introvert, I have to turn the Dave dial up just a little bit, be a little bit more outgoing. But for some of us, maybe spelling and grammar is not our thing. You need something just to fix that, tweak it just a little bit. Then use these tools, Canva, Grammarly, awesome ways for you to have error-free writing. Use them. Blogs are a great starting point. They're not dead. They're not as exciting as they used to be with podcasting now in the world, but create a podcast episode and a accompanying blog, a great start to be found on search. Another one would be social media. Share your before and after audio clips. Now, do that with permission. Don't just say, hey, look at this podcaster I work for. They're terrible. And then put them out in front of the world, because that's not going to go over well. Maybe use some other examples or make up an example that's a little bit less personal and less finger pointy, and do something that gives you an example of this is what it was like and this is how I fixed it. Excellent before and afters are always great. Give them something that they can check out. Client testimonials, any behind the scenes of how you do what you do. It removes some of the mystery and it humanizes you in a world of just search. We don't know if you're a one-person team, if you got a team of 80, if you're in the US or Canada or you're in the Philippines. Where are you? Anything you can do to kind of make yourself show up on search and be you. People want to connect with you, not just your business. And then platforms, focus on LinkedIn for B2B, business to business services where you can help them. And then more on Instagram Reels, TikTok, Threads for more virtual tips, which would connect more to people who aren't so B2B, more B2C, business to customer, business to client. So blogs are good. Social media is a great way to also be found. You can use case studies. You can detail a client's transformation. For example, how we helped this true crime podcaster triple their downloads in 2 months. Timeframes are good too when you have a claim like that, because triple your downloads over 30 years or triple your downloads over 3 weeks, right? There's a difference. There's a big difference there. So timelines, measurable goals, and results. For this, you can use like Google Docs. There's a lot of different options for this. But any type of transformations that you can show and demonstrate with real data from your experience can't be beat. Definitely try case studies. So what about some resource links to help you with some of these ideas? Like what tools would you recommend? What are you using? What have I seen people use? So for blogging, you can use HubSpot, Blog Ideas Generator for topic inspiration. You can use your AI, your ChatGPT, your Perplexity. Those are all good starting points as well. That's one way to do that for blogging. Most of the websites that you have through a website domain host like GoDaddy have blog options built right in with their website builder tools. It's what I use. That's an easy way to do that. There's a variety of different things you can do. But build your blog, use something like that, and then leverage AI. That's really helpful. For social media, to create the video shorts and all that, you've got your CapCut, you got all these different things you can use. You can use Canva, right there in Canva. You can make all kinds of great clips. There's a lot of great tools out there. Riverside has a bunch. You just search it up. You'll find a ton. Okay. And then you can use things like Later or Buffer to schedule your posts into the future. So you don't have to put them live as soon as you make them. You can set them to go live later, and you could be on the beach having a drink, and your social media gets updated while you're not even there. And for case studies, there's a thing called Case Study Buddy. That's fun to say, right? Case Study Buddy for templates and frameworks, and Loom is a way for you to record client testimonial videos. Those are really kind of fun. It's kind of like, having these quick videos as a great communication tool. It's really cool. I think Zoom has this now too, where you can create these little video clips and send them off. There's more tools being created while I'm speaking to you and while you're listening than I could ever capture in a single episode. And 2 years from now, we have no idea what's going to be here. So just do your search, do your research, ask questions. If you're not sure, reach out. I'd love to help you. podcasteditingandsupport.com. As we build our business out, the other thing we need to consider is our content marketing workflow. So we need to identify first our client's main thing they're wrestling with. What is the thing that's keeping them up at night, maybe making them think about quitting podcasting altogether? They don't have the time, the resources. They can't commit to this. They feel like giving up. You come in as the savior, the rescuer, the Superman, the Wonder Woman. You're the one that's going to make this all work. So identify their pain. Like, what are they dealing with? It could simply be something like inconsistent audio quality. I did that for somebody this week. The host was one volume and the guest was a totally different volume. And it was in one track. That's fun. I had to separate them into two separate tracks. And then I was able to treat the audio for the guest, who sounded like they were in a wind tunnel. And the host was fine because they recorded separately on their own side. So I only had to deal with the guest. I was able to clean it all up. There's so many great tools out there to help you with this. But I was able to give back the file to the host. And I got to say, I was pretty proud with the results. It sounded much better than what they had sent to me. And they had called it out saying, I don't know what you can do, but can you please make the guest sound better? Because I can't stand it. Done, fixed. Identify the pain points. That's all that client needed was, please fix the guest audio. There could be other things where people have been working with another editor and they've been dealing with slow turnaround times. They never meet their deadlines. And they're just like, oh my gosh, like I got to get this done. I keep waiting. And this person never responds. So I'm going to look for somebody else. Be the person that responds. That could be simply all they're looking for. And they'll bring you new clients just because you're responsive. Create content that addresses issues. And then talk about these things in your blogs, your carousels, your video tutorials, on your website. You be the answer to the problem that people are experiencing. Repurpose your content across platforms. Turn your blogs into an article maybe on LinkedIn. Turn your video into shorts, which can go on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. And take all your data, all your information and content and use it in different places. And you can convert your case studies into, again, LinkedIn articles. That's another great way to do that. And then if you want to, you can also then track your metrics. I know people that use Google Analytics or Instagram and Insights to show engagement, that you get to see all kinds of great data that come back to you as people consume your content. So what are some suggested case study examples? Just titles for you, okay? For a client, you could do indie podcaster struggling with uneven audio levels. Okay, there's a case study. And what did you do? How'd you fix it? What was the result? The solution implemented compression and noise reduction in Adobe Audition, or what I use, in Audacity. Result, 40% fewer listener drop-offs and more 5-star reviews. And in your blog post, you could have fixing audio pitfalls, plus Instagram Reels before and after. You can have they can hear the difference. The big key takeaway in all of this, for you and for me, is to be consistent, to let value drive your content. That positions you as the expert and turns casual people kind of walking by your business into curious, paying clients. You need to capture their attention and bring them into your world. And that happens by how you show up. There's a lot of great ways for you to grow your business. There's a lot of great ways to be found. SEO will work for you if you work for SEO. You need to show up and be the answer to the questions being posed. If you don't know the questions, you don't know the answer. So be the answer by knowing the questions. Do your research. If you're not sure how to do this, reach out to me. I would love to help you. Thanks for listening to the Podcast Editing and Support Show. Visit us at podcasteditingandsupport.com, podcasteditingandsupport.com. We would love to help you find a great podcast editor, or if you want to hire us, we would love to work with you. Podcasteditingandsupport.com. Catch you on the next episode. Take care.